Step by step, through the darkness, and into history. On 9/11, Brooklyn firefighter Stephen Siller made a brave and dramatic decision.
And he ran through the tunnel with his gear on.
A decision that has inspired countless others.
We're so proud of him, what he did that day.
Today, thousands will retrace his journey to honor all the fallen heroes.
I've never made it through the tunnel once without stopping and getting choked up.
This is a CBS2 special presentation. The firefighter Stephen Siller, Tunnel to Towers Run.
And you are looking live at the Brooklyn side of the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. Nearly 15,000 people have gathered close to the place where Stephen Siller strapped on his firefighter gear and ran.
Stephen Siller was last seen alive by the World Trade Center, where he perished. And that is where the same 15,000 runners will finish the race today.
And a very, very good morning to you on this special morning in New York City. Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Maurice DuBois.
And I'm Kate Sullivan. Thanks so much for joining us and welcome in on this very special morning. A little rainy, but the energy is palpable.
We are talking about the ultimate grassroots operation. It's captured the attention not only of New York City, but of the entire world. Out of tragedy, this outstanding foundation was formed. September 11th, 2001, Stephen Siller and 342 of his FDNY brothers perished when the towers collapsed. But their deaths were by no means in vain, as the Stephen Siller FDNY Let Us Do Good Children's Foundation was formed. 7 years later, with more than $4 million raised, the focus has been on assisting children who've lost one or more of their parents. They also support the New York City Firefighters Burn Center.
The extra money that we're able to get in and raise through so many people's contributions has helped us to spread Stephen's message in so many different areas, because Stephen cared so much about people and especially about kids.
It's powerful. That's why everybody's here this morning.
What a story of heroism and courage.
Oh, absolutely. One spine-tingling moment this morning after another, and the race hasn't even started. We're talking about a 9:30 start. Right now, let's take a look at another special component this morning. One of the fine artists of our time, Michael Israel. He does it like nobody else. He is internationally renowned. He takes performance art to a whole new level.
The race is about to begin.
Are ready to start this race. Hey, let's talk about the inspiration for this. Just a few weeks ago, Steve Bartelstein had a chance to visit Stephen Siller's firehouse. The Elite Squad 1 in Brooklyn. He was one of 12 lost firefighters. In this firehouse, like so many around this city, they had a chance to remember Stephen Siller.
It's 8:52 here in New York. I'm Bryant Gumbel. We understand that there has been a plane crash on the southern tip of Manhattan.
They knew this day would likely end badly, yet they came. If we looked too stunned to move, perhaps it was their bravery that was moving us.
We lost everybody. You know, we were we lost everybody. You know, it's just we lost everybody.
Still, as we ran out, they ran in. But one man would first have to run there. Stephen Siller, he's the reason we run today.
For you and I, we would call it heroic. It wouldn't be wrong, but these guys, they don't want to hear about that. Stephen ran through the tunnel because he was committed. Each guy to a man would do the same thing that Stephen did, carrying all this equipment, 60, 70 pounds of it, and running through the tunnel. And if Stephen were around today, he'd probably do the same thing.
Proud men, brave men. Healing together. But healing completely? Probably not. At least not yet.
My gauge is if things were reversed, or if there is an afterlife, if we can look the guys in the eye and say we did our best, we tried, and they can give us a nod that we did our best, then we'll get our answer.
And in typical New York fashion, everybody here is doing that dedication and they're doing it loud, and they're doing it proud.
At the finish line, I'm Chris Wragge along with Kristine Johnson. We've already had the first runners pass through the finish line here on what is a beautiful morning for running. Nice and overcast, low humidity. And guess who we're joined by right now, Kristine?
John Turturro, Brooklyn native himself, and you know what? He has been here every single year since this race began. It's hard to believe it's been 7 years.
Yeah, well, I'm a good friend of the Siller family, and I'm happy to be here every year.
How has this race evolved in your eyes over the years?
Well, the first year, I think there was only 2,500 runners. And this year it's close to 15,000. So that's a big difference. And so the amount of money that they raise every year is getting larger and larger.
John Turturro.
Really.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. And I want to say good morning to my son, Diego.
Good morning, Diego.
And this is, once again, the 7th annual Tunnel to Towers run. It just keeps getting better and better. And I guess all I can say is we can't wait for year number 8 next year. We're going to leave you on this broadcast with a singing policeman. Thanks so much for watching here on CBS 2. We'll see you next year here for the 8th annual Tunnel to Towers run.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountains to the prairie.